Yes, children, in the previous topic, we have discussed about force acting on a current carrying conductor kept in a magnetic field. Okay. So now, as an extension, we have to discuss about force between two parallel current carrying conductors. Okay. So you consider two conductors, two infinitely long conductors, AB and CD, and they are separated by a distance small r, and I1 is the current flowing through the first conductor, I2 through the second conductor, and the currents I1 and I2 both are flowing in the same direction. Now first you consider the conductor AB, first conductor AB. I1 is the current flowing, see the direction of current. So we know that earlier we have studied, when a current is flowing through a conductor, a magnetic field will be produced. Okay. And that magnetic field lines, they will be concentric circles in a perpendicular direction. And the direction of the tangent at any point will be giving the direction of the magnetic field. So here the first conductor AB, I1, the current flowing through the conductor. So you consider, suppose this is the conductor AB, and to find out the direction at every point, we have to, this rule also you have studied earlier. You hold the conductor in the right hand with the thumb representing direction of current. So the current is flowing upwards. So I have hold the conductor in the right hand with the thumb pointing direction of current. Then the direction in which the fingers curl. See the direction in which the fingers curl. The direction is in the see that, complete that. It is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So the magnetic field line surrounding this conductor, current carrying conductor AB, it is the direction is coming. See here, it's in the anti-clockwise direction. And in the anti-clockwise direction, you have to find out the direction and magnitude of the magnetic field on the second conductor CD. So the second conductor CD is to the right side of the first conductor, to the right side of the first conductor. So if this is the magnetic field lines in the perpendicular direction, to the right side, and the right side, that means at this point what will be the direction of the tangent? If it is in the anti-clockwise direction, so to the right side, see how it is, the circle is completed. On the right side, the tangent will be into the plane of the board. See that. That's why I have represented the direction of B1 here, into the plane of the board. And the magnitude already we know, B1 is equal to mu naught I1 divided by 2 pi r. Okay. And the direction of magnetic field already I have explained. It will be perpendicular to the conductor CD and into the plane of the board. Okay. Now, within the magnetic field, the conductor CD is kept. So in the previous topic we have discussed, whenever a current carrying conductor is kept in a magnetic field, a force will be experienced. And the direction of the force and the magnitude of the force, that also we have discussed. We know the expression now. So if F2 is the force acting on the second conductor CD, we know the expression I into L cross B. So since CD current is I2, so I2 L B1 sine theta. Why I have written B1? Because the CD, current carrying conductor CD is produced, is kept in the magnetic field produced by the first conductor. Okay. So that's why I have written B1. So this B1 and theta is 90 degree. Already we have seen that magnetic field is into the plane of the board, perpendicular to the direction of current. So sine 90. So we will get the expression I2 L mu naught I1 by 2 pi r. I have substituted for B1. Theta is 90 degree. So we are getting the expression mu naught I1 I2 L divided by 2 pi r. And the force small f I have written to represent the force on unit length of the conductor. So F2 by L, we are getting mu naught I1 I2 divided by 2 pi r. Okay. Yes, children, to find out the direction of this force, magnitude already we have. To find the direction, we have to apply Fleming's left hand rule. We have discussed in the previous topic. So accordingly, here the direction of magnetic field into the plane. So forefinger into the plane. Then current direction, central finger, middle finger, current is flowing upwards. See that? So central finger, this is the direction of the field, forefinger into the plane of the board. Then central finger, direction of current. Then see the direction of the thumb. It's towards the conductor AB. Is that clear, children? Forefinger, feel into the plane, current, direction of current upwards. Then the thumb represents the direction of the force. So towards the first conductor AB. Clear, I think. Now continue. The same way we have to consider the second conductor carrying a current I2. So this conductor also will produce a magnetic field whose magnitude is given by B2. B2 is equal to mu naught I2 divided by 2 pi r. And here what will be the direction of the magnetic field on the left side? Here also the magnetic field lines will be concentric circles perpendicular to the conductor. And concentric circle, you hold the conductor CD, hold the conductor CD, I2, direction of current. Then the fingers are curling. We have already seen that in the anti-clockwise direction. But here, the first conductor is to the left side. So on the left side, when the fingers curl in this direction, on the left side, at the perpendicular distance, the tangent is coming away from the plane of the board. See that? On the left side, it is coming away from the plane of the board. On the right side, it will be towards the plane of the board. So that's why I have represented this B2 direction magnetic field away from the plane of the board. Okay. So B2 we have, direction also we have written. Now this conductor AB is kept in this magnetic field. So it will experience a force whose magnitude is given by F1. F1 is equal to I1 L B2 sin 90. This theta 90 we have already discussed. And B2 I have written because the force is due to the magnetic field produced by the second conductor. And I1 because the conductor carrying current is I1. So I1 L B2 sin 90. Substituted for B2 and theta, we are getting mu naught I1 L2, I1 I2 L divided by 2 pi r. So you compare F1 and F2, you can find that both the magnitudes are equal. Now let us consider the direction of this force F1. So F1, see that again Fleming's left hand rule, direction of magnetic field. Forefinger field is away from the plane of the board and the current upwards, central finger. See the direction of the thumb. Is it towards the second conductor CD? Okay. So that is the direction of the force on the first conductor. Okay. Now when we consider F1 and F2, magnitude already we got it as the same. Now the direction is opposite because F2 is towards AB and F1 is towards CD. So the direction is just opposite. That's why we have written vector F1 is equal to minus vector F2. They are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Now when we take the values of I1 and I2 as 1 ampere and R is equal to 1 meter, the distance, then what we will get? Small f. See that? Small f is equal to I1, I2, 1 and R is 1. So small f is equal to mu naught divided by 2 pi. Mu naught divided by 2 pi. So we are getting it as 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter. Okay. So we can define the 1 ampere current in that way. So 1 ampere is that value of steady current which when flowing through two parallel infinitely long conductors kept in vacuum at a distance of 1 meter from each other produce a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per 1 meter. Okay. Now children, the case which we have discussed, the current in both the conductors were flowing in the same direction. No? Now in one conductor, this conductor, suppose the direction of I2 is reversed here. If it is, you are reversing the direction of I2. Only keeping all the other factors the same. Only the direction of current is reversed. Magnitude, everything is the same. So since the magnitude is the same, the magnitude of the force between the conductors, that will be also remaining the same. But you find out what all are the changes occurring in the direction of magnetic field and in the direction of the force. Okay, so hope the topic is clear for all of you.